been kept for the usage of the garbage to throw. There only have to put the garbages. Next, what are the causes? Coming to the causes, dumping or throwing of harmful and the poisonous substance or the things from of the industries. So the remaining extractions of the materials after the production, the manufacture, the waste material, and even from the pharmaceutical chemical industries, making or manufacture of medicines, even from the hospitals garbages, the syringes or the medicines which are thrown from the hospitals on the ground. So these might the plastics it takes longer time to get decayed, so such things should be avoided. And use of chemicals in the form of fertilizers and pesticides in agriculture. So the soil which are fertile we can use it for a longer duration, will have the good crops yield. But with excess use of over utilization of fertilizers and pesticides in order to get group crops at a time, so what the generally farmers do, they use in instead of using in the less number, they use excess use of fertilizers and the pesticides chemicals to get healed crops early and good yield. So these kinds of activities should not be done. Then waste from the landfills also mines, within the mining also the soil gets polluted. So, students, moving on to the next one. The first we saw the air pollution in the previous class. Next, water pollution it causes. Next, land pollution it causes. Now, we'll move on to the noise pollution. Any sound that is loud enough to make us uncomfortable, the sound which makes us uncomfortable, generally we call it as noise pollution. Noise pollution may cause stress, irritation, and temporary or permanent loss of hearing to the persons. So not only for the human beings, even the pet animals, and even the old age persons gets harm to this noise pollution. So how can this noise pollution causes? So this noise pollution is produced by what? Due to the usage of vehicles and the horns. See, in the traffic generally, when the signals is being put, the generally the people simply they are on their vehicles and they make their sounds. It irritates and it gives stress and it's problems to the loss of hearings. Next, noise produced by machineries in the generally in the factories, big factories, and the home appliances. We home appliances, it may be the TV, the radio, and the loudspeakers. All those things which we are using makes noise pollution due to the sounds. Next, first is noise produced by the vehicles and the horns. Next, noise produced by the machineries and the home appliances. And the noise produced at construction sites, the bulldozers or the cranes or the big machineries which are used in the mixing of the cements and the in the construction of bricks. All those things, it creates some noise. In use of loudspeakers at high volume, this generally happens during the festivals or um, anywhere where the crowded politician rallies will be there. Some functions will be during that time. Unnecessarily, the loudspeakers will be used. That should be avoided. So, noise produced by bursting of firecrackers. This is the best example. During the Deepawalis, generally, people have bursting of firecrackers. Smaller sound may not harm nothing to any person, but the some crackers will make large sound, which will be harmful for the small kids and even for the animals, pet animals generally, and even the persons of the old age persons. So as they say, they might have get permanent loss of hearing and even the skin allergies, and not only the skin allergy, asthma, cough, and several diseases. So all these pollutions, one or the other, is interconnected and interrelated. That is air, water, noise, and land. So all these are interconnected and interrelated and interdependent also. So in order to avoid all these pollutions, what we are supposed to do? Let us see. Next is prevention of pollution. So there are different types of pollution which is going to be harm the environment. Water, land, noise, and the air pollutions are there. How do we avoid this pollution? We must follow as a humankind in order to protect our environment for the present and the future. benefit of the people, right? So in order to have an eco-friendly eco environment practices, some good practices we should adopt, we should follow in our day-to-day life, then all these pollutions can be reduced. So what we can do? So students, in order to avoid all these kinds of pollution or minimize this pollution, we have to grow more number of trees. We should plant more trees, as they can reduce the amount of harmful gases. They absorb all the harmful gases and they release the oxygen which you can breathe easily. The air. Next, we should reduce use of fertilizers and pesticides which are used for the growth of crops in the agricultural field. Instead of that, we can use the natural organic way of farming, of growing of crops. Replacement of use, instead of using the plastic bags, we can use the paper bags or cloth bags. And always dispose or throwing of garbage in dustbins where they have placed. Don't throw waste in the open or into water bodies or the rivers, lakes or ponds or any in the water bodies. It is going to be harmful for the living beings or living species. Next, ensure that we limit the use of loudspeaker and don't horn unnecessarily. Here the horn spelling is wrong. So we should avoid the usage of unnecessary loudspeakers and we should not make horns unnecessarily during the traveling. Loudspeakers in the festive during the festival time. So by whatever we do which creates the noise pollution, if it doesn't do that, will automatically prevent this pollution. So dear students, please go through the videos and refer the textbook, read once, understand. We'll discuss in the live session. Thank you.